Yeah, I just got done doing my rehab routine for my shoulder
Mm.
because it's still a little bit sore deep in there, but it's not like a bad pain. It's more so like I just feel something there. You know what
Some
I'm saying?
tension, right?
Huh?
Some tension.
Yeah, some tension. So, but I'm able to do like all kind of movements now, every which way without feeling anything. But it just depends on like what I'm doing. So, starting
Mm.
tomorrow, I'll be I'll be adding shorties, pushes, and scapular
Shoulder weight.
pulls. Yep, and
Yeah.
scapular pulls. And what else? Oh yeah, and like halfway, like on the dips, because when you do
Dips.
dips, the dips is probably, if I go too deep, that's probably gonna like agitate. So I'll probably like
Hmm.
work in some dips and do them like short like this or whatever. So yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. What's
Is it
going
more
on, everybody?
like a muscle issue, or is it more like a joint issue?
I think it's a joint issue.
Okay.
Well, I feel like it's what they call impingement. It's where
Mm.
the the bone,
The
that
bone.
the rotator bone or whatever, it's like pinched. So
Hmm.
whenever I have a certain movement, it pinches the muscle.
You feel it on the
You know what I'm
nerves, yeah.
saying? Yeah, it pinches the muscle. So it has a lot to do with this back lat.
The supporting muscles.
Yeah, it's all connected. I learned that it's all
Hmm.
connected, even with the pec, this pec bicep muscle and the pec muscle.
Hmm.
It's all
Hmm.
connected, and for some reason, maybe just because of probably like bad, maybe bad form, and probably just going, like consistently.
I think it's more like it's an isolated movement. So if you have a push up, it still incorporates like a lot of different muscle groups,
Yeah,
but
yep,
it's still like one movement. So you're not moving in different angles or anything.
yeah.
It's more like that.
It's all pretty much just the same, working the same thing. So
Mm.
it's deep in there. It feels a whole lot better since I started this rehab routine. This is the end of the second week today,
Mm.
and tomorrow I add the shorty pushes, and I also add uh, scapular, the
Mm.
scapular pulls. Well, I'm gonna keep
Mm.
my arms straight and just kind of move up and down like this. As you can see,
Mm.
like as I lift my shoulders up, you see this side is a little bit more higher than this one.
Mhm,
You see what I'm
mhm,
saying? So that's a
mhm.
part of the issue.
The imbalance there.
Yeah, I got to get it aligned. So I got a few routines that I'm doing with the wall, like wall angels and stuff like that. But the good thing is when I go straight up, there's not much pain at all like it used to be. Like I could do that now. You know what I'm saying? So that's my main movement because I love to do pulls. So this is my main movement that I
The main
want to do.
mode. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's very important that you when you do pull-ups, you also do push-ups in conjunction. So you do them afterwards or like
Hmm.
close together.
Okay. Yeah, for
So
sure. I'll
you
definitely.
get the same like the back and the front
Yeah. And the
they
same
move
all
together.
together. Okay. For sure. I'll keep that in mind for sure. All right, here we go, man. We about to get started. What's going on? I remember got impingement nor bicep tendonitis. Both are so similar. Good to see. Yeah, definitely. Yep. They work hand in hand together, man. That's why I'm so grateful that I'm even going through what I'm going through with my shoulder because I learned a lot about, even names. Like they're still weird names. I can't remember half the names that I've learned. But nonetheless, I'm still learning a lot about the body. And, without this, I wouldn't be able to, know about all that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? All right, man, we about
Yeah,
to
you
get
learn by
started.
doing.
You said what, Luke?
You learn by doing, man.
Yes, absolutely. And I have not gone to a physical therapist. I'm just going to finish out my rehab routine. I got 2 weeks is done, so I got 4 more weeks. It's a 6 week rehab routine. If it's still there at the end of it, then I'll go ahead and check into a physical therapist. But like they say, man, if you're not your own doctor, you're missing out. All right, y'all. We ready? Luke, you ready?
Yes, sir.
If you're ready to get on your topic, go ahead, man. You got the floor. We're gonna get started.
So I thought about like talking a little bit about what you can do and what you can incorporate in your daily life to be healthier. And just want to start by saying thank you very much for having me. It's a
Absolutely, man.
pleasure.
Yes,
It's
it
the
is.
first time I'm doing this ever, so I don't know. Bear
It's
with
all
me
good. It's all good. It's my first time as well going live with somebody else too. So we gonna make it work.
for sure. And I got a little cold, so my voice doesn't sound this way normally. So
Okay.
I apologize. I apologize.
Oh, you good, man?
I'm good.
Yep.
All right. So I thought the first and biggest thing is that we have to understand that we don't live in ancient times. We live in modern times. So we don't deal with the same things that people dealt with 100, 200, or even thousands, 2000 years ago. So we have to think about all the predispositions that we have as human beings and the way we evolved, but at the same time, how that's changing in the modern day and night, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So one of the biggest things is that we didn't evolve to be indoors all day long.
You said
That's one of the
indoors?
biggest things. Indoors, indoors.
Oh yeah, facts. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're not getting sunlight. We're getting filtered air. We're not getting, all the stimuli through our environment.
Yeah.
We're not engaging with the world. We're just, cubed up.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's I think the biggest problem we face nowadays is like the modern stuff.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is not getting enough sunlight. For example, sunlight gives you not just a nice tan, but it gives you vitamin D. And
Absolutely.
vitamin D does a lot of things, a lot of things. Not just give you the sunlight uh, that you need to make vitamin D in the body,
Hmm.
but it also interacts with your whole body, with your whole skin. There's bacteria on your skin, believe it or not. They need sunlight to make certain enzymes, so you get a better sun protection on your skin.
Yeah.
So
That's fact.
that's like on that level, you have to think on that level even, because your whole body is like one big organism, and you're just the the supplier basically. You know?
Absolutely.
You're just the rock that all these bacteria live on. You have bacteria in your brain, bacteria in your gut, you have bacteria in your skin, in your mouth, everywhere, on your eyes,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So if there's an imbalance, everything it's as we said, it's like a chain. Everything in the body is a chain. So if you have one deficiency at one place, it can indirectly impact everything. So you have to think in terms of chains. Everything is a chain in the body.
Absolutely. Everything, no matter what, or how we think about it, is absolutely connected in one way, shape, or form. And like you said, uh, being indoors, like nowadays, when I was younger, I was what they call, out here in America, I was what they call Bebe's kid. So basically, just kids is out here running around. That's all we was doing. We was running around outside all day long for as long as we could until the street lights came on, and then that was the sign that we had to go in the house. Nowadays, we don't see that. Nowadays, we see a lot of kids in the house, and there's nothing really wrong with it, that but they in the house and they playing video games, they on their phones and whatnot. We got all this technology. So now you can sit down this whole time and not get your body activated versus how we were, when we were younger. We were always outside playing football right outside the grass. We was We was doing all kind of shit. We was everywhere. We was in everybody else's house as well. We was just everywhere, riding our bikes, everywhere.
Just
And we
moving,
got
moving.
that sun. We was active, and we was, that's how it was. Nowadays, I just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? But you're definitely right as far as the sun. The sun, we definitely need the sun. It's what gives life to just about everything that we look at out here. You know what I'm saying? We get our vitamin D from that. We get a lot of the rays, all the light, the color spectrum from the sun, everything that we need from the sun to make us feel how we feel. Also, another thing, nowadays, as far as, in the medical industry, back then, I'm talking about way back when, not way back then, but when they had hospitals, they used to have uh beds on the roofs of the hospital so that the patients can lay outside in the sun to heal.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Versus, getting struck by, a bunch of needles and shit like that. They would lay out in the sun all day, however long it would take. They would sweat it out, they would get it out, and that's how they would heal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're
Hmm.
100% correct with that one. I'm gonna do my first reps, my squats. You can go ahead and take off from there.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 25. I'm doing 8 reps, 25 squats, and then I'm gonna chase it with the crossbody crunches. Here we go.
One, sorry.
25. Right. There we go. Round one of the bag. Round one. Round one in the bag. Y'all, shouts out to Luke. Getting this routine in with me, getting his pool money and his push money with me. That's round one. So I'm doing quarters. I'm doing 8 rounds of 25. That'll be 20 or 200 squats and 200 crossbody crunches. And then after that, you already know I'm gonna get into my extra credit for those who like to stay late for class and separate yourself from the rest and get in extra reps. That's what we're gonna do. Good pulls, look. I like that, man. You doing chin ups?
Yeah.
Nice,
My
nice.
pull-up game, my pull-up game is so-so,
It
and
look good.
my
Look
chin-up
clean.
game is pretty solid. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's
I
up.
like
Look
that.
clean, man. Good money. Good money. All right, what's next, Luke?
So I think the being outdoors really goes hand in hand with also that the sunlight. Like for me, for example, I work in hospitality,
Yeah,
so I'm pretty much waking up at 2 a.m. nowadays.
yeah,
I go to work at 3 a.m. to be there to prepare all the stuff, and then I don't really see the sun come up. And when you don't get the sunlight, like as you said, the sun has all the colors in there, and you don't get the reds in the morning, like the red, the yellows, the oranges,
Yeah,
and your eyes, your retinas, they need that color frequency to um, to uh, to start the sleep cycle.
yeah.
So you don't get the circadian rhythm. That's what they call it,
Hmm.
and your whole hormonal chain is not being kickstarted. So you don't get the right hormones. You don't get all the right enzymes. It's all impacted by that. So if you try to get to sleep at night, you might not be able to because
Yeah,
you're missing the melatonin, everything.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. That's why out here, I think that's why they say sleeping or even like even red light therapy. You know, they even have that in some gyms where you can pay to go in some gyms and you can do some red light therapy. And they also say that it's also good to have red light, like a red light bulb in your room before you go to sleep, and you can go ahead and turn that on, and it'll help you get to sleep or whatnot. But nonetheless, those who do not get a lot of sun probably are the ones that suffer from insomnia, um, and stuff like that. So yeah, 100%, I agree with that for sure. Because we definitely need all of the rays, all of the light spectrum from the sun every day. I mean, I know that the sun doesn't necessarily, it's always out there, but it's definitely, we got clouds and whatnot. I'm not even going to get into that. But
Mm.
we all know, that, you know, a lot's going on in them skies right now. But when we get the sun, we got to make sure that we step out and that we, just show up, because when we step out, it's kind of like I said at first, like we're all connected. So when you step out, it's almost like, okay, now the sun is gonna shine a little bit brighter because I just stepped out. I'm like a star. I'm just like the sun. I have plasma and I need exactly what it needs, and I have exactly what the sun needs. So when I step out, this is how I see it. This is my thing. Whenever I step out, I know the sun is gonna move away from that cloud and shine right on me. Every time you're gonna shine on me today, regardless. That cloud gonna get out the way. We gonna commune. That's my communion with God, and that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can give life to pretty much everything out here, if the trees and if the plants and if the grass and all the blades of the grass and all the flowers and everything raise up
Mm.
just to see you and open up for you, then you got to know that that's where life comes from. That's source. Everything is everything. Like if you notice nature at night, a lot of the leaves kind of, it's kind of like they limp. They go to sleep.
Mhm.
Sun comes
Mhm.
up, boom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, light spectrum. We need it all. We need everything.
And everything on Earth, we evolved for hundreds, I think 300,000 years or something, or even longer, just to be exactly adapted to the Earth. So if you take one thing away from all of this,
Yeah,
you disrupt everything. So it's,
exactly.
as we said, it's a chain. And yeah, I mean, we're inside all day, and you get blue light from the sun at noon, for example. And in the morning and in the evening, you get the red light spectrum.
Yeah,
So it's less blue light, it's more red light. And red light kind of is the thing that starts the whole sleep process. So it starts the melatonin production, everything. When your retina is exposed to red light,
yeah,
that kind of starts the whole cycle.
absolutely.
And when you're exposed to blue light, for example, when you get at noon, then you wake up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
pretty much disrupting the whole melatonin production. And melatonin is the hormone that makes you fall asleep. So
Yeah.
if you look at light indoors, for example, a LED light, it's all blue light. Like gives
Mm-hmm.
you blue light all day long, all day long. On your
Yeah.
phone, it's all blue light. So you get LEDs. I think you get three types of colors on your
Mm-hmm.
LED screen,
Yeah.
and you get blue light all day long, all day long. And
Yeah.
it's not good
It
for
ain't
your
good
whole
at all.
system.
It ain't good at all. I mean, uh, that's why, like, I know this light right here is LED for sure, but that was more so of the ambient. You know, the dim orange light. That's the light that I like because even babies when they come out, when they come out the womb, when they when women give birth or whatever here
Hmm.
in America, they coming out to LED light, like right under the motherfucking LED light. No wonder they crying and pissing all over the doctors and shit like that. When Sire came out, and I mind you, like, I didn't know this information when I had, my son, uh, fully. I wasn't, I was knowledgeable about things, but I didn't know about this in particular,
Hmm.
and the whole natural process of women, when they give birth and whatnot, because the baby is coming from darkness, water, you know what I'm saying, the deep,
Hmm.
and all of a sudden it comes out into LED light, which is completely unnatural, the most unnatural thing you could do when you're giving birth. You know what I'm saying? So it really messes up there. It does some things deeply. Your whole neurological system, everything is tampered with at that moment. 100%. You coming from nothing but darkness. That's all you know. Into LED light, which is basically
Hmm.
uh alternative light,
Artificial. Oh, it's
artificial
artificial.
artificial light, as compared to the sun and whatnot. What's up? What's calisthenics? What's going on? How you feeling today? All right, but yeah, let's get in round two. Let's get in round two. Here we go. 25 squats, and then I'm gonna chase it with 25 crossbody crunches. Let's get it. All right, here we go. 25 crossbody or bicycle crunches. Money. That's money, y'all. Round two in the bag. Three coming up. Round three coming up. How you feeling, Luke?
Ah, pumped up.
Yeah, good. Again, man, shout out to Germany, man. Luke's from Germany, y'all. Getting his money in with me, chopping it up with me. So salute to Germany and everybody out in Germany getting active. and staying fit and keeping their mind activated as well. Much love. What's next?
So the next thing is what you can do to like mitigate the effect of looking at blue light all day long.
What do I do?
No,
Uh,
I mean I got some ideas, but you can go on
uh,
if you want.
well, for me, because like you said, blue light, the sun gives that more toward midday. But I'll be out there, you know what I'm saying, regardless. But
Hmm.
I think that how how I do that is just by going into meditation. I meditate every day with all the lights off, everything is off. It's just nothing but darkness, and I sit in silence. And that's like it's like I don't really know how to explain it in words, but it's kind of like my resting, a state of me resting. You know what I'm saying, and just being still because I just got done. Because you already know, you more when you're in the sun all day. Uh, Sometimes when you get out the sun, you feel like a little, like maybe tired or whatnot. Because you got that's a lot of energy. And at the same time, that's the energy that we need. But at the same time, we also need darkness, just like the plants get it. Like plants, because I grow cannabis, so they need they need their darkness, and they also need their light. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with me. I'm similar to a plant. I need my darkness. I need uh my my stillness.
Light. Mhm.
Yeah, and I also need my light. So I feel like that's how I mitigate it. As far as just being in the sun all day, I also have my moments where I sit, in the closet, everything off. I close all my doors, which is my eyes and not my mind. No matter what, the mind is always
Mhm.
going to have thoughts. It's not like I'm trying to stop my thoughts. It's just I don't give any attention to the thoughts, and I realize that the thoughts, since they're not mine, I don't give it any emotion. I just let it go.
You
And
let it
that's
pass.
yeah, just let it pass because that's the whole point of it all. It's just to let everything go, let everything pass and get to that point to where it's like still. It's almost like training. Like you building a muscle. When you meditate, you building a muscle. Like even mentally, like everybody, we got jobs, everybody's hustling. Everybody's got this bill to pay. Everybody's got that thing to do. They got to go here. They got to go there. But a lot of people, they don't spend time in stillness. And then when they do get into some type of stillness, their mind is racing, and they end up giving attention to these thoughts versus just letting them go. You know what I'm saying? And that is where uh, you kind of where a lot of people just don't find, their peace within themselves. You know what I'm saying? Even if they were outside all day, it doesn't matter. Like when thoughts come through your mind, you have like when you challenged me in the chop it up session a while ago when you asked me free will or choice,
Mhm.
I sat with that for like a good week in meditation, and it's free will all the way, but also it's choice because it's both. It's simultaneous, it's balanced because you can't have free will without having a choice. Because everything is choice, right? Everything that we got going on in life, we choose to do this, we choose to do that. Like this morning, I chose to wake up, and I chose to train. So therefore, that in itself is better in my future because of what I'm doing right now, what I chose to do right now. You see what I'm saying? I chose to get up. I chose to train. So now, everything, I'm oscillating. I'm in alignment because I chose to do this versus me choosing to do something that's not in alignment. I can also choose to do things that's not in alignment with my life and just go ahead and go with that and then go that way. But I can't go blame anybody else if I don't like the results of that in the future, I gotta blame it on myself because I'm the one who chose to do that certain activity, whatever that may be. You see what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
so yeah, that's why I'm grateful for you, Lou. You smart. You real smart, man. And yeah, yeah. So yeah, free will, and then I mean, as far as getting silent and stuff, that's how I do it. That's how I mitigate, from blue life being in the sun all day and whatnot. So yeah, I get in darkness. I gotta be still.
I think that's beautiful. Yeah? I mean, it comes down to the same thing. I mean, we have a framework of like predisposition, like your genes, the time you're born in, the environment, everything. I mean, there's things you can change, and there's things you cannot change. So I think genes. I mean, how tall I am, how strong I am, how good my muscles can grow, or they respond to workouts or to exercise. All
Yeah,
those things. What food I have available, the money I have available, all these things. There's things I can change and things I cannot change. And same thing with if it's if it's choice or fate, you know. I mean, some things are fate, but some things within that framework of fate, I have still choices I can make, you know.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
you do what you can until the time is up, you know, until you can't change it anymore. That's what I think.
Okay, word, right on. So then that's like, so also, I also think that before we got here, everything was predetermined. Everything was already laid out.
Mm.
So, and then now we're here and we're living our life, right? But when we realize what I believe is when we realize who we are and we realize the true power that we do have, we're able to rewrite it, if that makes sense. We're able to rewrite what was already written. Now, when it comes, even like when it comes to this, it's like a code that we have to kind of understand. Like it's like uh and you gonna know it's not nothing like complex or anything. You gonna know if you in alignment or not with what's going on in your life because everything is just fine and dandy,
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
real
yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying? You know when you in alignment, you stay in that, and you face death. You understand death. You realize death. You went through it. You know what I'm saying? And you could also be able to rewrite that depending on the choices that you make. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
free will. And that's just what I believe, you know what I'm saying? Based off of, my own personal experiences of going through. Hold on, my son's calling. 1 second.
Mm.
So I just switched. All right, hold on. Let me finish. Okay? All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Let's get round. What round is we on? 3 or 4? I forgot.
Thank you.
Three. All right, let's
Three.
knock it out real quick. Let's knock it out. All right, here we go. 25 squats for me and 25 bicycle crunches. Let's go. 10. 20. 25. That's round three in the bag, y'all. Round three. Hamad. Well, what you talking about? All right, here we go, man. What was I saying? Uh, but yeah, also, yeah, that's just what I believe. I believe that whatever is predetermined for you, whatever assignment you came here with, you can also rewrite that assignment, basically. Long story short, depending on where you at. If you realize who you are, if you realize the God within, what I'm saying. I know we're talking about the mind, the body, and the spirit. That's basically the Trinity. What the Bible talks about. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. The Trinity. The Bible talks about is basically the same thing. Mind, Father, body, temple, Son, and what operates the body is basically the spirit or the soul. You know what I'm saying? So when those three things is in alignment, you're oscillating. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like huh? The stuff on me. Okay, just go clean it up. It's almost like you're oscillating. Or it is, you moving, you're in motion at that point when you're in alignment. So everything is starting to click. And the faster it gets, what I'm saying, the higher you elevate. So it's almost like the trend is still there, it's moving. It's almost like it's just like the sun. You know how it's just a rock that is oscillating really fast, and now it has an orbit. It has a spirit, a soul. It's all connected. It's all together, and it's in alignment. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how we are. Exactly how we operate. When we have the mind, we have the body, we have the spirit, and we align those three together, can't nothing stop you. You know what I'm saying? Things will start to come. Especially the things that you desire. The word. When people talk about manifestation, you can manifest anything you want in this reality if you want it.
Like gravity,
You said what?
like gravity
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
absolutely. What's
soul.
going on, Padam? Appreciate you coming through, Padam. Yeah, look like gravity. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
gravity. Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think some practical steps you can implement are, for example, in your phone is blue light, for example, just to come back to the whole sleep thing. I mean, if you
Yeah,
sleep better, you can align better anyway.
yeah,
Um, so I think just know that your eyes and your skin, they have receptors for blue light as well.
Yeah.
So if you for example you have a street light outside and that shines on your skin is going to notice that this is blue light. So this is
Yeah.
like the day, you know.
Yeah.
So I think in order to have good sleep, there's like a couple of things you can do. For example, on your phone, like as you already said, it's like when you come down, when you come home, and like 1 or 2 hours before you go to bed, you should turn off all the blue light or kind of lower the blue light. Only expose yourself to red light, for example. Like you can buy stuff like this, you know, it's like an
Okay.
ambient
Yeah.
light or something, you know.
Yeah. I got
Put that
something like
on.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like some
Absolutely.
of the light bulbs in my house, like some lamps I have, they're only red light,
Yeah.
and I turn them on when I'm going to bed.
Oh, so you do that?
Or
You have the red lights on at night when you go to
yeah,
bed?
yeah.
Okay, word. Nice. That's what's up, Luke.
So that's like one thing you can do. Or on your phone, that's what I have. I have it on like most of the time because I don't like the brightness of the screen all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so you can have like an app. So this one is from Amazon. It's called or like Microsoft, and it's
Microsoft.
called Twilight. You
It's
can
called
download
Twilight.
Twilight there,
Okay. All right. I'm gonna check
and
it out.
yeah, and
Yeah, I'm gonna
that's
check it
one thing
out.
you can do. Or if you don't want to change all the light bulbs in your house, you can have something like this.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
glasses you can wear,
And it blocks
and
the
you only
blue lights.
see. Yeah. So this is orange. It filters like 99% or like 90%, and then there's the ones that have only red lenses,
Yeah.
and they pretty much filter all the blue light out. So
Word.
looks a
Okay.
little bit weird, but you only wear those at home, so
Yeah.
might as well.
I need some of those, man. I've definitely been looking into that, and I definitely need some of those because because my phone is one of the main sources of income for me. So I'm always on the phone, so I'm always getting that blue light. So no wonder sometimes I'm my eyes they feel like a little tired and whatnot because I'm always
Mhm.
looking at the screen. I'm always looking at the blue light, like tired but not but restless, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like that's
More
just
restless than actually time, you know.
yeah, absolutely, and that's how I feel. So I've been actually looking into that, just haven't gotten excited. But, but yeah, yeah, Luke. 100%, man. I'm looking for some of those. I do need some glasses. You know what I'm saying? Get me and my wife some because she needs some too. Because she makes money on her. She's always on her computer and on her phone as well. So yeah,
Definitely.
it's one of the things that we need to get. And we've always been talking about it, just never got them.
Never
You know
used
what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
We've actually I had bought some off of Amazon, but they weren't the orange ones. I know the ones that you got is the real deal. Like the ones that I bought off Amazon, there's only so much that those ones can do. Like still blue light still seeps through
I
those. You
mean,
know?
those ones they only get like 90% anyway because it's orange. So depends on the color, you know. If you get the red ones, if you see only red, then that's all you see. That's all you get through, you know. So
Yeah.
and on your phone, I think the most like the easiest to implement is the app on your phone because
Uh,
you only turn it on and then you don't have to wear anything. It looks kind of funky, you know,
yeah.
and you don't have to turn like I changed some light bulbs in my house, and I was like, man, what am I doing? You know,
Yeah. Word.
it was kind of strange, but I know
Like, it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Padon said Luke should become a model. Tom Cruise. There you go, Padon. Luke, there's something you can take up. Donald knows some things, apparently. All right, here we
Come on,
go.
we come
Let's
up
get
with
round
more
four.
smart lessons.
Let's get round four, y'all. Let's get round four. Here we go. Luca's looking like a South India film movie. But I don't know what a South India film movie look like. All right, here we go. Round four. Like 25 squat. Plus 30. There we go. Round four in the bag, y'all. Still getting active, staying active, y'all. Make sure y'all staying active today. Oh, geez. Getting their sis. Yes, sir, Padam. We already know, man. You know you doing yours today too, Padam. Getting your money in.
So I think one thing you can definitely think about doing as well
Yeah.
is this, you know? Let me show you real quick. You can do this, you know? So you
With the
pretty
bands.
much
Hold on, let me get mine. Let me do it with you. My band's probably too long though. I have other ones as well, but this one's a lot tighter. Let me see.
so whatever you can sustain for like comfortably, you know? You can have like a lighter band, something like this.
Yeah, this one's too
So I mean you can work with it. You can like put it smaller like this.
uh
Whatever variation is good for you. So you can take a really light one,
yeah, I need some lighter ones.
and you can do this. You know, you pretty much what you do is pretty much holding an isolated movement, like a isometric, where you pull these apart. You know, but not
Yeah.
just with your hands, but with your arms as well, with your elbows. You know, so you keep them straight, but you're just doing this. You know,
Oh, out like that.
yeah. So what you're trying to do is this, and you can move them up like this. You can move them down. And what this is doing is pretty much training or activating those supporting muscles in your shoulders. You know.
Yeah, I can feel it already. So I'm
Yeah.
keeping it out,
So you can
and I
you
can
can
feel
move
the
it,
resistance.
and when you move, also the muscles you use they're changing. You know. So you're alternating.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know.
I
And
like
same
that.
thing if you want to activate your glutes better because if you have lower back pain from squatting, for example,
Yeah.
what you can do is you can put these just around your thighs. You know, like this.
Go around thighs. And this to activate the hips.
This is pretty much activating your hips, so they are in better alignments for your muscles, for your bones to move,
Gotcha.
for your hips joints to move.
Yeah, and that's pretty much
And
the
you
same.
can also activate the glutes.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna use these. I also this one's like the most stretchiest, lightest one that I have. But it's like
Mhm.
real long, so I have to put it together to do what I just did with you. And that works. I actually like that. I can feel the resistance on my
You
shoulders for
feel the
sure.
activation already. It's a very simple movement,
Yeah.
but the reason why you notice them is because you don't use them enough.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's why, like everybody who does the calisthenics or anything, or just general gym work, they notice these muscles because they don't usually use them. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
it's not within the range of motion that you need to do push-ups, to do bench press.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Okay. Most definitely. I appreciate that tip, man. I'm definitely gonna put that in action. Cause I really feel it as well. So probably add those to the routine in the morning before I do my training for sure. Literally, me and my friend did the same a day before exam. What you talking about, Padam? Me and my friend at 2 seriously, that's what I do when I'm free. Oh, you talking about with the bands, Padam? You do the band work? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm gonna start using that more. I mean, that I do the external rotations with this shoulder as well with the band, and that's been helping a lot. I've been doing these as well, just to
It's the
get
same 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 principle. Just activating the rotational muscles.
yeah, get that muscle activated, or get that the rotator cuff, get some blood flowing through there. Oh, the video call. Okay, at 2 a.m. I didn't see none of your live or anything, Padam. I'm gonna have to check it out. But yeah. All right, let's get round five going. Let's get round five, and then we can get back into the knowledge. Here we go. 25. There we go, y'all. Round five in the bag. Round six coming up. Three more sets. Three more sets, and then we got 200 squats and 200 crossbody. Abundant, little good money. Appreciate that, Padam. Appreciate that, man. Just two people across from the world from each other, linking up, get some reps and sets in. That's all. That's what it's all about. Lucas Young, maybe 26, 27. How old are you?
31, 31 almost.
You said what?
31 almost.
31. Okay, word. That's what's up. Luke 31. Luke 31. And I forgot how old I am or how young I am. Nah, I'm 35, y'all. 35. 35 years old.
Almost getting there.
Huh? It goes by
Almost.
fast. Goes by fast. Tell you that. But yeah, Luke. How you feel about, what's your view, real quick before we get into the sixth set? What's your view on the mind, the body, and the spirit?
My opinion.
Yeah.
So I have a philosophy, you know. I mean, my philosophy is pretty much that everything is made up of energy, you know. So either if you're an object, if you're plants, if you're a human being, an animal, if you're the sun, everything is on an atomic level is made of energy, you know. So
Yeah.
everything vibrates, everything has a frequency, and
Absolutely.
energy can manifest in everything that we see. So everything is made up of energy. And there's a scientific law, the first law of thermodynamics, and
Yeah.
that one states that the um, the total amount of energy within the universe remains constant. So it's not you're not losing any energy, you're not gaining any energy. It's just staying the same. It's just manifesting in different ways, you know.
Yeah.
So what I
Okay.
am today is a human being, but when I die, that energy will separate again and return to you can call it like the collective unconscious, go back to the origins, and then come back and manifest as, I don't know, some elements, some rocks, some
Yeah.
animal, I don't know, you know,
Reincarnate.
reincarnate. Yeah.
You're back. Yeah. I like that. 100%. Yeah. You go back, to source, and 100%, man. Everything, no matter what it is energy. And everything, no matter what it is the form of God. It's just on a different frequency. Like we are energy, or in other words, we are electromagnetic beings first, and then we manifested this matter, the body, which is just vibrating at a different frequency. Same as this mat, it's also a form of God, just vibrating differently to make it what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
we say it's artificial because it's like it's not natural materials, but it's still made out of stuff that we found on Earth. So
Yeah,
it has to be natural in some way, you know.
absolutely.
It's not what we would naturally find, but it's made by us from stuff that we found. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
all it is.
facts. Yeah, 100%, man. I agree with you, Luke. 100%. Let me see what Padon's saying. Call your brother too. I think the channel name. Yeah, Big Bag Blizz. That's Blake. That would be the best trio. Word. We definitely we gonna do that for sure. When Blake, we need Blake to get on here and go live with me as well. But Luke is a graduate from Harvard, man. He is. I'm telling you, he's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart. He on another level, y'all. Luke on
So
another level.
when we come to the body, mind, and spirit, when we come to the mind, we talk about that. You know, because
Yeah,
I'm not different from you. You're not
absolutely.
different from me.
Yeah,
We're just using it. You know.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when it comes to individuals and people, we're all the same, but we're also different as far as articulating ourselves differently. We're here to express ourselves differently. It's just the same God here expressing ourselves in a different way than the other. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, pretty much. That's what I believe as far as that goes. All right, Padam, you have a blessed night, man. I know it's nighttime over there in India. Much love. See you later, Genius Luke. 100.
Yes.
100. All right, let's get into step 6. Set 6. We got 3 more sets, and then we're going to get up out of here. All right, here we go. All right, 2 and 5 plastic punch. There we go. Let's get ready. 2 more sets, y'all. 2 more sets. Good work, Luke. Good work.
Ooh, my nose is so stuffed up. Ah, but I'm
How
getting
is it?
there.
So, were you born in Germany?
I
Born
was
and
born in Germany.
raised? Born and
Correct.
raised. All your family and everything's from out there.
All of it. Yeah.
You ever been outside the country? Outside of
I've
Germany?
been I've been in England
England?
for like 6, 7 years.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's what's up.
Uh,
Okay, word. You like it over there?
It's pretty. I mean, the weather is shit regardless, but it's cool.
Right. Yeah. So you never been over here then to America? Huh?
No, no, never.
No.
But in Germany, we're pretty much getting the same kind of culture, because there's
Same.
like one big export. The biggest export of America is its culture, so
Okay, got you. Yeah,
you
that
get a
makes.
lot of
Yeah,
culture from there.
I'm pretty sure all the stuff going on over here is pretty much the same over there.
I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, it gets amplified and gets influenced for sure,
Yeah.
but it's the same climate everywhere nowadays.
Word. That's that where that company Adidas.
Adidas.
Adidas come from Germany, right? That's a German company. Yeah, I got a lot of
You know, you
Adidas.
know the the first A in Adidas.
The
You
first
know what it
what?
stands for?
The first
Like
A?
the name. Yeah.
Oh, the name? Yeah. What's that mean?
Like the AD stands for Adolf.
Stands for
I
what?
mean, Adolf. Adolf.
Oh, Ada. Oh, okay. Wow, really?
Uh,
I didn't
I
know
didn't
that.
know myself,
I didn't know
because
that.
the guy who founded the company, his name was Adolf. Not this one,
Oh,
but the
okay.
other.
Okay. Probably related, maybe. Probably what, Adolf
Yeah, no
Jr.,
idea. No idea.
Adolf
Adolf
the
Jr.
third,
Maybe
Adolf the
same class.
third.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I like because I used to wear a lot of Adidas. the gazelles that came out. I like those. I used to wear those in high school. I actually still got some uh in my car. I wear them every now and then. So, but yeah, it's pretty decent brand. Pretty decent brand. Pretty popular out here. You know, they got a lot of sponsorships with a lot of sports teams out here, football, basketball. You know, so yeah, they're pretty much all over the world.
No.
Yeah,
We're still good. I think in Germany nowadays, I mean, it's a mixed bag, you know. Like with everything, it's a mixed bag. There's good things, there's bad things, you know.
yeah, that's everywhere. You get that everywhere, pretty much. Good and the bad. You know, however people see good and bad, then that's what it's gonna be. Every country has it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got it here. I know you be hearing a lot about America over there. It's crazy because stuff. It's just wild, man. Like the people that so called run what's going on over here, man. They just they just a little
They're
cuckoo.
thinking sideways, you know. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's also, I know it's all just an agenda. It's like a movie just playing out before, our eyes. I tell my wife all the time, like, we just gonna sit back and watch the show, and we gonna enjoy
it's like if it wouldn't be so detrimental, like if it wasn't so serious, it would be like the best movie ever made.
Yeah, that's how we see
I
it.
mean,
Like we just
that's how we
like
see it too. Huh?
we're not taking nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know we just gonna like I told her, we just gonna sit back and enjoy the show. We just gonna watch everything just pan out, and then just enjoy it. Make
What
fun of
else?
it.
What else is there to do? You know?
Yeah, you gotta enjoy it in that way. Because if you get because I'm known for going down rabbit holes. Like I love to do it. I think the only reason why I do is because I know that my spirit, my body can, I can handle that, type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't. So I just, like for some people, I would just be like, look, just see, the good in things only. You don't gotta go down deep down rabbit holes like everybody else. That's not your path. That's not your way. Enjoy life. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you unless you uh let it. You know what I'm saying? If you let it, you know what I'm saying, then okay. I understand.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is always that everything that happens in politics, in culture right now, is just distractions. You know,
Yeah.
it's not the real thing. It's not where you should pay your attention to. You know,
Hmm. Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know you, you know the Kansas City Shuffle,
Kansas
like
City, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Kansas City Shuffle.
Big
It's like a
shuffle, yeah.
trick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like everybody says, "Oh, look this way," but the actual thing is happening behind you. You know, it's like
Yeah, exactly.
diverting attention. You know, it's diverting attention.
Yeah, where attention goes, energy flows. They understand that as well. So like, yeah, absolutely. That's 100%. And also everything that we see in with these two eyes in this reality anyway is basically an illusion. Because because I could tell like sometimes the way you articulate yourself, you like more like on the scientific side of things, which is also pretty dope. Like the photons that shoot out of your eyes. So say you're looking in the mirror, right? The photons that shooting out of your eyes into the mirror is not the same photon shooting back from the mirror into your eyes. So it's almost like you're looking at yourself, but you're kind of not looking
Not
at
really.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're really looking at because it's not the same photon that's shooting back. That
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just everything that we see is just forms of light. And in this realm, in this illusion here, everything is an illusion, just about an illusion. And they also say that we're only seeing about what is it? The number is like point zero zero zero
Like of
three
the colors,
percent, huh?
like the color
Yeah, of the
spectrum,
of
like
the spectrum,
yeah.
we only see like 0.0003% with these two eyes. So it's not we everything is pretty much an illusion. You're not really seeing the real thing like you are. Like say you're in your dream, You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
We can only make sense of what we can perceive, you know, and if
absolutely.
it's all we can perceive.
Huh? Okay, I'll go ahead and get it. Okay. We'll put your shorts on. But yeah, 100%, Luke. 100%. All right, let's get round 7 in. Get round 7 in. Here we go.
Oh,
Shit.
ah,
There we go. Good money, y'all. Good money, Luke. Round 8 coming up. It's the last set coming up. It's the last set.
thank God.
Huh?
Thank God.
Yeah. We getting there, man. We getting there. We pushing through. But yeah, man. As far as what we see, we're not really seeing what we think we really seeing. You know, because those photons, I only know so much as far as like
The
like the
scientific side
scientific,
of it.
yeah, the scientific side of things. But yeah, I did study that, and it, as far as the photons that shoot out of our eyes, whatever is shooting back is a different form of light, different spectrum of light. It's not the same one, so you're not able to actually see it 100% of what you actually
It's
look at.
like a camera almost, you know. If it was a camera,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like a lens as well. It's like a primitive form of your lens
Yeah,
of your eye. So
yep,
it's like
exactly.
sometimes you see something that is like looks kind of normal to you, but then you see it on the camera,
Yeah,
and it takes it differently in. You know, it takes it. It
yep,
looks kind of darker
yep,
or lighter. You know.
exactly. It's almost like a distorted view. Like because I live out here in Colorado in the mountains, right? So when we go on hikes and whatnot, sometimes we want to take a picture of this mountain view right here. Like with these two eyes, it looks amazing. It's huge, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. You got all the brushes, and then you take your phone out to take a picture. It does not do any justice at all. Like you can't
Different
show
story.
anybody what you are actually seeing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how that works.
It's like when you see, because I'm an artist myself, so I paint and draw and everything.
Yeah,
And when you look at paintings, for example, you have like the photorealism, where everything looks exactly as you think it would look.
yeah,
But it, and then there's impressionism. We
yeah.
have like those little dots, and it looks kind of weird. But the further you go away,
Then you can
the more
see.
it kind of makes sense because when you squint your eyes a little bit, it kind of makes more sense than the realistic painting.
Yeah,
So for your eyes, it's like it's even more impressive, you know.
absolutely. Yep, 100%. It's crazy how that works, man. And even
Yeah.
I did a study of like the hieroglyphics, you know, in a lot of these tunnels where you can see a lot of the Egyptian writing on the walls and stuff like that. And if you use, I don't know if it was like a certain type of light that they used. If you put it at a certain angle, uh,
It throws a shadow.
yeah, it shows you a whole different thing that you can't see. If you're looking straight at the wall and you seeing all these designs, you know
Okay.
all the stuff that they used to carve into the rocks, right? And if you just go at a certain angle and have a light and you look at it at or a laser, I don't know what they were using, like a light or a laser or something like that, and you go at a certain angle, you can see a whole like different uh drawing or design on there, like a whole another being and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's crazy how they
I mean,
it's
it comes down to the same old thing, distractions. Nowadays we don't put thought into anything we do anymore
right,
because we
right.
know we can go to Amazon or we can just buy a new one.
Yep,
And back
yep,
then they had just so much time, and they were like, okay, I don't have a phone to look at all day long, so I might as
yep,
well make this really nice. I mean,
yep. Yep, take the time and actually, do what you gotta
take
do,
the
make it
time.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like you said, everything is so fast paced. Everything's here, there. There's a lot of distractions here and there. So, that's why I always stress it, man. You gotta be still. You gotta be able to get still with yourself. Meditation for
Because
me is
I mean, the more you distract yourself, the more you separate yourself from the divine. You know,
yep,
you're no longer open. You no longer see it. You're like a horse,
yeah,
with the blinders on.
yeah, exactly. And even like you said, that word separate. It's like even in the Bible, it lets us know that we are not separated from God. So I don't understand how a lot of like religious folk they're seeing themselves separated from God, like they're waiting on God to come back versus realizing that God is
I mean,
already within you and never left you.
that's where pride, where envy, where all these things come from. Because I like this one quote, and it's like I think it's the best quote to just like encapsulate the whole thing.
Yeah,
Is that we're all waves in the ocean, thinking we're not the ocean.
yeah, okay,
But
yeah, that's
we're
awesome.
always the ocean. And
Yeah,
when you're born, it's like the wave is rising.
yeah,
You're like, oh, I'm I'm Luke. I'm like separate from everything. I'm so smart. I live in this country. I don't know.
right, yeah,
And then you crash down. You come crashing down, and you're like, oh,
yep,
I'm the ocean. I'm the ocean.
yeah. That's a good one. I like that. 100. Yeah, for sure. That's really good. And yeah, I mean, and that's it. That's the body. I mean, we all one. So once you realize that, that we are all one in some way, shape, or form, we're all one. Just here expressing ourselves in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like when you um, separate yourself from God, then how can you do anything really? You know what I'm saying? Like if you realize that God is within you, God is within you, and you continuously and I know that a lot of this stuff has to do with programming as well. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say it's like really their fault, but then again, it is
It's like
because
social conditioning. Yeah.
yeah, it's social condition. But I believe that also that we all have the ability, like we was talking about earlier, about free will and
To
choice.
transcend.
Yeah, we can transcend that energy and realize who we are. 100%. We are not separated from God, never have been. We are a fractal part of God. And you know what I'm saying? Like we've never been separated from God at all. So we're not waiting for God to come in the sky and, transcend. What's that? Transcendence?
It's like
Uh,
a book on meditation, and it's like transcendental meditation.
okay, word. I'm gonna have to check. Who's the author of that? Let me put that back up on the screen. Let me screenshot it real quick. There we go. Got it. Got it. Appreciate that, man. What's going on, Dion? Much love, man. I seen you live this morning, man. Couldn't hop in there, man, because I was going live with Luke today. To chop it up a little bit. We on our last set here, Dion. Appreciate you coming through, man. Much love. Much love. But yeah, man. Uh, yeah, we are not separated from God, man. All you gotta do is like that book, man. I gotta read that book myself. Uh, we just gotta transcend that energy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We're not separated from God. It's just a matter of how
I
realizing
think,
who you are.
yeah, I think a lot of it is not even transcending, but coming back to the baseline. It's kind of back to neutral. It's kind of coming back to the divine state
Yeah.
of
Yep.
kind of being at zero again, not like 100 or minus, but you're
Yes.
neutral again.
Yes. And you know what? And that's the thing. And that's why I love the Hindu tradition, the Buddhism, Taoism, because
It's like
they
it's
they,
like
they awesome.
pantheism. Pantheism
Yeah. Yeah.
is the universe is God, pretty much. That's what Taoism is, or
Yeah.
Taoism. That's what
Yeah.
Buddhism is pretty much all about. Because Buddha is not a god,
Yeah.
just a guy who understood how to
Understood
access it.
who he is. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. And like you said, and this is what I always say, basically the same thing you just said. I always say this. We got a right brain hemisphere and we got a left brain hemisphere, right? So, and then we also have, you
Quantum level.
right here, and this is one polarity, this is the other polarity. You go too far on one side, you're out of balance. You're not in alignment. You go too far on one side, you're not in alignment. Now you can be able to work with both because you gotta get centered. You gotta realize who you are. Right here. It's right here. It's all right here. You go too far to the right, okay, you're gonna get too far to the right type of shit. You go too far to the left, you're still being controlled in some way, shape, or form. You got to be able to center yourself so that you're not allowed, like the saying, like tumbleweed when the wind blows, you just go every which way. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
in God's will. In God's will.
Yeah. Versus being rooted and grounded like a tree. A tree is rooted deeply, which is able to withstand all the types of weather or whatever it got going on the surface. It still remains. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I like that, Luke. Appreciate you. Salute, Luke.
But
Yep.
I think I think any religion. That's why I'm more agnostic than anything nowadays. Because I think there's a lot of like the things, basic uh, basic uh, basic ideas of all religions are nice, and they're all trying to explain the same thing. Like what's going on? What's happening? What is all of this?
Yeah.
What is our part in this? How do we regulate life, society? And I think on its basis, it's all coming from the same place, but then it gets, kind of adulterated, or kind of how do I put that? Like it
Destroy it.
gets started by humans again,
Yeah.
so they use it for their own purposes, for politics. They put all kinds of
So,
dogma in there. They put traditions around it. They they found the Pope. And the Pope
yep.
is all of a sudden he's like the king of everything, and it's like it's
Yeah,
not the same idea. It's not the same
that's
root.
where all the religion came from. The Pope. It started right over there, and all the stuff that's going on over there at the Vatican, right?
No,
So, and it's all based off of one thing, which is control. You know what I'm saying? And they have
definitely.
succeeded at that.
It's power.
You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? So
Yeah,
that's why I say, if you don't know who you are, you remain susceptible to their control. You see what I'm
that's
saying?
it.
So
And I
that's
think
why I always stress it, man. Realize and know who you are. Sit still with yourself. And meditation is key. Like I'm not telling y'all what to do. you know, but I'm just letting y'all know people know through my own like personal experience, you know, on how I was able to, I'm not better than anybody in any way, shape, or form, but I'm happy. And I also understand and I realize what's also
You're
going on.
content. You're
Huh?
content. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You're content.
yeah, exactly. And at the same time, I know what's going on, but it don't get me down at all because what the fuck?
You're
Why would
still
I?
doing you at the end of the day.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also, like I know who God is. You know what I'm saying? So I realize that everything that's going on, everything that I got going on, is because of me. And also the God that's within me. Because, that's where everything stems from. Everything that I have comes from the God within. That's where source is at. Everything that we're looking at out here, or that we, like what we think we're looking at out here, comes from within anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everything came from somebody's thought for them.
It all starts with the mind, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it starts with the mind. See, and Dion know too. Dion in the chat. Dion knows about this type of information. Like when everything that we're looking at comes from within. So you might as well go within. You don't need to go seeking outwardly for any type of God, any type of uh whatever it is to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get this last set in real quick. Here we go. Yeah, Dion, like I said, man, this makes uh 200 squats and 200 crossbody crunches. And Luke got his pulls in, his pushes in. Yeah, he getting his money. All right, let's go. Twenty. That's it, man. Good money. That's good money right there. Yep, that's 200 squats, 200 crossbody crunches. That's it, Luke. Let's see. I'm soaking in all the information, both speaking. Yes, sir. Yeah, Luke, man. Dion Luke is on another level, man. He on another level over there. So shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Luke. Appreciate you. Grateful to have you on the live. Most definitely. We got to do this again. And maybe next time for sure. Dion, if you willing, we can go live, all three of us. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever else want to hop on. We could definitely have like these, chop it up sessions. Uh we definitely have these chop it up sessions, on a regular, because I think it's really
because
good. Say what?
because I got more stuff to go, you know.
I see. We didn't even go through the
I
script.
got I got a whole nother page to go, you know. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. And we could definitely get into that for sure and chop it up for sure. I know Dion would love to do that. I have to rewatch from the beginning. Oh, okay, yeah, word, definitely. Definitely, Dion. I already appreciate you coming through, showing love as always.
much respect, man.
Yeah, much respect. Yeah, yeah, Luke. And that's why another reason also why, you know, I call myself abundant because I did I did the etymology of the word, and it basically means overflow, like waves. It has a lot to do with currency. Like we was just talking about the waves. How when you become a wave, you separate yourself from the body. The body is what? The ocean. So when you become a wave, you're like, oh, okay, but eventually you're gonna come right back into the body. But abundant is basically meaning overflow
Currency.
currency. Like it can't end. There's no
Can't
ending
go
to it.
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I say, like, a lot of the reasons why a lot of people are racing nowadays, as far as racing,
Mhm.
and so mentally, like, distorted and stressed, depressed, whatever it may be, is because for one, they don't realize who they are, but also they're chasing money. That's not the only, that's just one of, probably, I would say, one of the main things. Not realizing, like you said earlier, Luke, that money, or not that money, but that everything is pretty much energy. So if everything is energy, that means money is also a form of energy. It also, that means that it has nothing to do with the actual paper itself. You know what I'm saying? That's just
It's
that's
what it
that's
can do. You know?
huh?
It's what it can do.
Yes, it's what
The
it can do, and it's also
the
just
thought
sitting there
behind it.
too. Yeah, but when you understand that it's energy, all you have to do is line up with that energy. You gotta understand that energy, it never ends. It's an overflow. It's an overflow. It's a wave that never ends. It's always going to be a part of the body. It's always a part of the body. It never ends. The overflow. We don't have to worry about anything going to waste, or anything ending in any sort of way, shape, or form. It doesn't end. There's an abundance. When we look outside, like I say this all the time, when we look outside, you see every blade of grass sitting outside. You see all the leaves, all the flowers. You see everything, all the leaves coming off of the. Even at my job, because I'm just coming off of work. I work overnight as a security officer, and I was grateful and blessed to see a, a, a edible tree, a crab tree that produces apples. I looked it up, all the information. I picked the apple and I ate that motherfucker. You better believe I was happy than a motherfucker, because we don't see any trees out here producing fruit no more. They're producing leaves, but we don't see them producing fruit that we could actually eat. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
was grateful to actually see that. And there was a whole bunch of them. And then I've been picking it all summer. You know what I'm saying? Feeding myself. And if that was the case, if there wasn't so much control going on in the world, right? Everybody would be fed. There would not be one person in this world hungry. You see, there is an abundance of everything. So we shouldn't be worried about anything. Worry doesn't exist if we realize that there's an abundance of everything. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it, man. I'm just absolutely 100% grateful of life itself,
Mhm.
because now I can
That,
see it.
that's it.
Because even Dion said it at some point. Like, this reality is like hell, right? But also it's like heaven. It's just a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just a state of mind. Everything is a state of mind. Hell is a state of mind. Heaven is a state of mind. And if we're being susceptible, if we don't know who we are, if we don't center ourselves, if we're too far on one side of the polarity and we're not centered, then yeah, absolutely, it's gonna be hell for you. This whole reality is gonna be hell, because the control has built for that. It's built for that. It's built to control you, so that you can be like a tumbleweed going which way. You definitely gonna be controlled, but you can also, like you said, you can transcend that energy, and you can center yourself, and you can get right with self, and you can be able to also experience heaven within these realms. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
So
I like what you said before. It's like there's like three types of people you have to stay away from. There's the fear mongers, the
absolutely.
complainers,
Oh man,
and
yeah, yep.
the reality people. You know,
Yes. Yes.
So if you go like left, if you go right, or you separate yourself too much from the center, it's like the reality people. Like when you hear me talking about the scientific and everything, that's also a way of separating yourself from everything, you know. So when I can
Absolutely.
say, oh, I know the Latin word for like a fruit or an animal or something. That's me giving the thing a name. It's not no longer looking at the cell for what it is, but it's
Yeah.
kind of separating myself from it, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
and
that's why it's also important to not just have the mind, but also have the spirit. Yeah.
the spirit, absolutely. Like it's the Trinity. You got the Father, you got the Son, you got the Holy Spirit. You got the mind, the Father, you got the Son, the body, the temple, and then you got the soul, the spirit. When all of these is aligned, you see what I'm saying? When all of these is aligned, you're oscillating. You are realizing who you is. You are realizing you are God. You create an orbit around you. You become the Trinity still there, but you're oscillating. They're all aligned. You become something similar to a star. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
become the star. You become who you really are. Like
The center of gravity.
say
In a
that
way,
again.
like the center of gravity. In a way,
Yeah,
you become.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And like you said, at that point you'll be able to transcend anything because you're
It's
not
not so much
distracted.
about the external, but it's about the internal. When
Yes,
you understand that you don't have to go to the end of the universe to understand the universe, you have to
yes,
understand that there's the mirror outside. The
yeah,
reflection is within. It's like a whole universe within you already. So
absolutely. What's
we're
going on,
just the mirror.
Prosperity P? Much love, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Salute. Appreciate you, Prosperity P. Dion Fast, yes. Fire live stream, yes, sir. 100%. 100%. It's a lot of stuff people don't like to talk about. Or it's not that they don't like to talk about. It just goes in one ear and out the other. You know, one ear because they
They
can't
don't
balance.
internalize it because they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with it. Some also because there's a lot of like you said, fear mongers. You got them reality folks, and then you got what was the other one? Uh,
The reality people
yeah, the reality, the fear mongers, and what was the other one?
and the complainers.
The complainers. My goodness, those is about the only three people that y'all need to stay away from. Anybody needs to just stay away from all of them because they gonna really not only distort you, but they gonna really derail you. They're gonna derail your motherfucking ass, and then they're gonna fuck the rail up so you can't get back up. You know what I'm saying?
But that's kind of also the hyper religious people. They're like, oh, you have to believe this and you have to do this and that, otherwise you go to hell. Kind of,
Yeah.
it's a way of controlling people because if I say something like do this, they're gonna say, who are you? But when I say God said it, then I'm like, oh, I better do it, because he said it.
Right. Yeah, and
So
then it
it's a
makes
way of bypassing the chain of command, because you're like,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely, man,
cross control.
100%. Like that's like I'm not against religion, Luke. I'm not like like
Me neither.
if you're religious, cool. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of esoteric Christians out here. That's what's up. Like I can at least say that you actually know how to read the Bible if you esoteric. If you
Mhm.
really start, if you're reading the Bible from within versus from without, right? Because that's all it is. As above, so below, as within, so without. So
Like
if
you reading between the lines.
yes, you know how to,
You understand that
yeah,
it's an old text, it's a translation,
yeah,
and the
absolutely.
text by whomever it was written was
Hmm.
was translated over centuries by all kinds of people who had different political agendas, different. There was a lot of like suppressing female, like women in society. It was like, oh, Eve is the bad one or whatever, and Eve is only made out of a rib, out of Adam or whatever. And in the actual translation, it was not the rib, but it was like his body, like the same thing. It was like an equal.
Yeah,
So it wasn't just some subordinate, but it was the same on the same level, you know?
Yes. So, in other words, just an allegorical story that basically
Yeah,
means something else. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? And the thing is, it's just a lot of us, even me, because I grew up as a Baptist. I grew up as a Christian and grew up in a Baptist church. And when we was reading, I remember this, and we was reading the Bible. It was all outwardly focused. It wasn't. It was as it was reading. We understood it as we were reading it. You know what I'm saying? It was fact. What we
understood.
read
Yeah,
was fact right there.
yeah,
That's what we were led to believe, that what we reading is exactly fact. It's not saying versus now that I understand, uh now when I read the Bible, I understand that it's not fact. It's more so uh it's truth. There's truth in it, but it's more so a hidden type of thing. And you have to literally be able to, it's almost like a code. It's almost like you have to, like Dion, you know how Dion works with numbers. He knows how to decode certain numbers to get to a certain understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same
mhm.
thing, because numbers are also letters.
I
Letters
think
are
I
also
think
numbers.
I think when you look at like Buddhist texts, there's like those little stories that Buddhist teachers give you, and it's for example, it's like I don't remember what it was called, but it was like what sound does one hand make clapping? You know, you understand? Like
Yeah.
what sound does it make alone? It's like it kind of bypasses your logic and brings you back to the actual meaning. You know, it's like a story that will help you when you meditate on it
Yes.
to understand the actual point behind the thing that was said. You know, so
Absolutely.
if you know what I mean.
Yes. It's like it's almost like that's why I say when you meditate, it even says it in the Bible, meditate on thy word day and night. And that part you could absolutely take literal. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the
Yeah.
fact. When you meditate
But
on it, you'll be
that's the
able to.
problem. When you take it too literal, then you know problems occur. You know, I mean, because everybody's like, no, but it says this, and we have to do it,
Yeah.
and the other people say, no, but you don't have to take it that literally, and then you have a war. You know, I
So
mean, that's
here's what I think about that. Because I don't know if you know this, Luke, but I've been to seminary school. I
Mhm.
graduated from seminary school, so I'm still an ordained minister today. I just don't practice it as far as religion is
Mhm.
concerned. It's more of an esoteric type of thing for me. It has to be from within. If it's not, it don't feel right. So I'm not going to be preaching to people uh,
Mhm.
and leading them a certain way uh, for control basis. I'm not going to be doing none of that shit because I don't believe that I'm here to save anybody. I'm here to realize who I am so that therefore those who are magnate to my world can be able to see, oh, okay, I can do that as well. You know what I'm saying? I graduated from seminary and I also graduated from theology school, which is also a whole nother man-made. It's just a whole nother thing, man. And it's
It's
just
a form
added
of
on.
indoctrination. I mean, it's like giving
Yes,
you
exactly. Indoctrination.
what they want to teach you. You know, the perspective they have, they
Just
teach
like
you. You know, it's
just
kind of
like
weird.
doctors, you go to school to become a doctor. You learning how their whole system is like as far as the doctor is. You're not like a real uh healer. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You're not like I don't even like using this word either because this word is being
You're a
used.
medical professional, and that's it.
Yeah, you're not like a real shaman or anything like that. You just learned how they you just learn exactly what they want you to learn. That's why even Sao Su, that author, what's his name? Sao Su or something like that. He said that if you're not
Yeah.
your own doctor, you're a fool. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Enoch also said that. Enoch was just another Jesus. Enoch, Isis, you got Krishna, what's the one start with a
It's
Z?
all profit. It's all
Yeah,
profit.
it's all the same thing. So like
Mm.
if And also before Jesus, there was like 16 other different Jesuses, just different titles, and that's another thing. We adding titles. I always say this: we adding titles to things and stuff like that. We're not understanding the vibration that it stems from it. I can't express what feeling I am having right now. A 16-year-old in between some OG gangsters of 30, 35 years old. But you funny man. Appreciate that, Dion. What's going on, DJL? What's up, man? How y'all feeling today? Dion, all scripted.
There's another book. There's another book. I think you would love this. I haven't started it yet because I have a lot of books on my list. But it's made by this one guy. You can find him
You
on
screenshot it. Hold on.
YouTube as well.
You screenshot it. All right. Wolf D. Stroll.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sure, sure. I mean, he lives in Germany, but he's half American, so I think he's from America, but he lives a long time now in Germany, and I think he has a YouTube channel as well, and he makes videos on all kinds of plant medicine, all the wild flowers and the weeds you can find outside, how actually they're the precious medicine of our ancestors.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's that's kind of the history of healing, and how this whole thing, like the history of everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like
So
that, man. I'm
this
gonna definitely
you
check that
can
out.
look it
I
up.
have a lot of plant medicine books too, but let me see. I don't know. I'm probably not even gonna find them. There's so many. Oh well, here's one. Found one. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just show you three of them because there's a lot that I got. There's a lot that I got on plant medicine, but uh, here goes one by uh from Liela, Africa, and it's called African Holistic Health. This right here is a really good book
Give
right
here.
here,
I'll make a screenshot.
and it's also one of my favorite teachers. Dick Gregory is in here as well talking,
Okay.
and then also I was understanding because my wife, she's also in the deep, so we got this Sacred Woman, a guide to healing the feminine body, mind, and spirit, which is also really good, to understand, the feminine side of, you know, uh, how energy works and healing, healing yourself. You know what I'm saying? This was by Queen
Yeah.
Afua. And then obviously, I had to study plant medicine as well. And also other plants, that also help and heal and help you transcend certain types of energy. Now, remember, we don't need these things, but they're held here to help us if you know how to use them to guide them, similar to like cannabis and also, mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and also like, if you go into school to be a doctor, you don't know these things. So I can't come to you and ask you for any type of healing in any way, shape, or form because you're not going to give my soul what it actually needs. It starts from within first. And these doctors are only looking from the outside. Yes, if you break your arm or anything, like that, then yeah, go to the doctor and go get that healed or whatever. Go let them do surgery or whatever. That's kind of plain sense. But
For
if
the
you can,
acute problems, you have to go to the doctor. But everything else, like the long-term health, longevity, your mental clarity, everything starts with you. So you have to think for yourself. You have to educate yourself. Like the best thing you can learn in school today, or the only good thing you learn in school is how to read and how to write, some
exactly,
math and some science, but it's reading. And once you understand the language, if you know English and you know how to write English and read English, You can teach you any language. You can buy a book on Spanish, on German, on Indian, on Chinese. You can learn any language
Hmm.
and you can read any book.
Absolutely.
That's the
That's it.
the invention, like the invention of the printing press, for example, was very dangerous to the church, to everybody, because now everybody can spread knowledge. It's not just the church who can spread knowledge in church,
Hmm.
but it's everybody else. And
Yeah.
same thing was with the internet, because now we can connect, and we're in different countries, we come from different backgrounds,
Absolutely.
but we still can connect on the same issues.
Facts.
And that's
Facts.
dangerous, That's
It is.
dangerous.
See,
It's
look,
really dangerous.
look, you be on your shit, man. I'm telling you. You a smart dude for real. You was a real smart dude. I'm grateful to have you on here for real. You were real smart. I could definitely have a conversation with you and it just be we building and it feel like I'm in alignment, like I'm getting better at something. Like that's why I say like these are kind of like builds. You know what I'm saying? Like we really
This
adding
is
on and transcending
this
energy
is
as we
the
speak.
most
What's going
this is
on,
the most
Cheryl?
beautiful thing.
Appreciate you coming through, Cheryl. What's going on, everybody? JR Jim, what's up, man? How you feeling, man? It's been a minute. DJL Natural Cures is a good book too by Kevin Trudeau. Okay, I'm gonna check that out, DJL. Let me screenshot that.
I
Screenshot.
think there's a lot on my list. I have like many more points, many more practical advice and everything. But I think if we're not even through with half of the body part, the body, mind, and spirit. We're not even halfway through. So we can
Yeah,
do this again, and
absolutely. Yeah, we could definitely do this
maybe
again.
go on with it.
Most definitely, we have to do this again. And if also like if anybody else is also interested and doing another live, and we could definitely all get on here and we could chop it up. We could train, and we could also chop it up, and talk about stuff like this. Definitely, we didn't even go through everything that we wanted to talk about today. So that's why we definitely got to plan this and do this again for sure. So I appreciate everybody coming through. How's everybody feeling? We about to get up out of here. Natural Curious is a good book too by Kevin Trudeau. Yep. Hey Chelly, ask Luke what the best book he will suggest someone to read. What's the best book? What would you recommend for people to read?
I mean, there's many different subjects. So I mean, it's just too vast to just recommend one book and it fixes all your problems. But
Yeah.
I think like the main takeaway from the live today is there's like two or three things you can do today to change your whole life, like improve it by 50%, 60% at least.
Yeah.
It's like your diet, your environment, and your sleep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. How you eat,
Absolutely.
what you put in you, what surrounds you, and how you heal. So how
Yeah.
you process the whole thing. So
Absolutely.
there's a couple of books that I would recommend to anybody. It's like Breath.
I don't have that one. Let me
It's uh, it's been around for
also
so long now.
that just light bulb moment right here for me when you brought that book up and it said breath, right? Psalms 103:1. The soul is breath. Breath. That is a symbolization of your spirit. So if you're
It's
not
the
aware,
Yahweh. Yahweh.
yeah, and if you're not aware of your breath, your breathing, how are you in alignment with who you are? You see what I'm saying? Psalm 103:1. I mean, it's in the Bible.
But it's you can find these things all over the place.
Yeah,
It's everywhere.
yeah. See, like
But I
I'm
think
saying, like
the way
mind,
you
body,
breathe,
spirit. It's all connected.
it's all connected. There's nobody is an island. Nothing is separate. It's all connected. Just because you can see the space between us doesn't mean we're not connected anyway. Like there's no negative space. It's all filled with something. It's all filled
Yes.
with oxygen.
Yes.
Uh, it's all something. Like the mass we're moving in, it's like water, but we don't see it. It's like,
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
and that's it.
All right, Luke. Man, it was a pleasure. It was grateful to have you on here. We definitely have to do this again. I got your email. We're definitely gonna chop it up and figure out what day we're gonna do it. If anybody else is interested in joining, and having these conversations with us, you more than welcome. Just drop your email in the chat before we get up out of here, and then we'll figure out, what works. Because you gotta understand, we're in different time zones. Luke is out in
Mhm.
Germany, so what time is it over there right now?
It's like 4:30 p.m. right now.
4:30 p.m. It's 8:30 over here. So we got, let's figure it out. So make sure that y'all, drop your emails in the chat. I already know I got yours, Dion. So we'll
If I'm on
figure
my day
something out.
off and you're all from the US or Canada or someplace, I can always do it in the evening. So for me, it's no problem. If you want to do it in the morning,
Okay, yeah, definitely. And
then let me.
even next Sunday, like at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely get it in for another session. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like Friday. Friday would be best for me. I don't know.
For this week,
Hmm.
Friday, this coming week,
Hmm.
at
Hmm.
around the same time.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. Most definitely. Most definitely, we could definitely do that, man. So yeah, anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and tuned in. 10:27 over here, North Carolina. Yeah, y'all 2 hours ahead of us, for sure. All right, Dion. All right, Cheryl, Padon, DJL. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. We about to get up out of here. Till next time, appreciate you, Luke. More grateful for you, man. You have a
No
blessed day,
problem,
man.
man.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Much love,
You too,
y'all.
man.
Peace and abundance.
Thank you, man.
All right.